Okay guys, working on a 2007 Subaru WRX. I'm sure you probably read about or heard about the sloppy shifter bushing replacement is what we're doing today. Kind of give you an idea, this is in neutral. And this would actually be in gear. So kind of the same if you're in gear or if you're out of gear. This is going to be our replacement part. And we'll get it out of the wrapper so you can get a better look at it. So here you'll have an actual bushing on here and then a bushing inside. So 2 points of failure, and I guess you can kind of understand if both of those bushings are bad or gone completely, that's where we get the old sloppy shifter. So I'm going to get this thing jacked up. We'll get under it. Best to start off in 5th gear. That way you're turned to where you can access this pin that we need to release. But I'll show you that once we get under there. Okay. That is the joint. There's a little, what is it, like a pin that we got to release from there. I believe we just punch it out, but you see how I put it all the way in the 5th gear, which leans it towards us. So next thing to do is release that pin. Okay, got a better view of the actual linkage. So you see there's a push pin. We're gonna have to get out of there. And remember when I told you to put it in 5th gear, it kind of torques everything over to the driver's side. And that's what we're working right now, pushing out that push pin. Okay guys, first thing we're gonna do is take off this 12mm bolt. Okay, now that we got that bolt off, we can take the plate and now you can see the bushing and the bolt at the bottom of the yoke. Now that we got the nut and the plate off, the bushing should slide right out. And now you can see that bolt I was talking about. Okay guys, got that pin out. And let me see if I can get this thing to focus. Now we should just be able to slide out this joint once I get this back bolt off. Right here. I'm trying to get the camera back there. But now that you've got the pin out, you can see. So shouldn't be too much longer. I'll be doing a side-by-side comparison and show you what the old versus the new looks like. Okay guys, so we got it out, and I just wanted to show you they're not supposed to be that easy to move, first off, and then second of all, it's supposed to be a bushing here and a bushing here. So although this one looks just like the OEM one, missing some important things. And let me show you. Here's our new one. Bushing there, factory stamp there, bushing there, and it real positive movement. I can't wait to see how this thing performs, but it should perform flawlessly. Okay guys, I got the roll pins out, and I wanted to make a video here to show you what's going on and why people fight these things for no reason, because it's really simple if you have the right tool. I used this is a 5mm roll pin punch, and this is a 6.5mm for the outer, but the inner, which basically sits right on the inside of it, putting pressure against it, and whenever you punch the inside one out, it relieves the pressure on the outside. So punch this one out first, come back, punch this one out second, problem solved. But I've seen guys spend hours on these, fighting these things, when it's really simple. Should only take you about 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes takes me longer to jack the vehicle up, get under it, than it does to actually do the job. But just a quick tech tip, so you can see these teeth, once they're inside and crunched together, got that out. But I just wanted to show you how these things work. By all means, they're not rocket science. Okay guys, I want to show you a quick tip on punching this roll pin back in. What I've got here is an 11/32 socket. Slide this bad boy right inside and just punch it back in. Okay, we got the first roll pin installed. Now the second roll pin goes inside of that one. Okay, second punch fits perfectly in a 5/16. This is for the second, or the littler roll pin. And then the actual roll pin fits almost perfect. Had to put a little bit of plastic in there, into a 7/32 socket. Alrighty, both roll pins installed. Now to connect just the linkage in the back, and we should be good to go down here. Okay guys, we're all done down here. I just wanted to show you how close that shifter gets to the drive shaft. And if you put the nut the other way, it'll definitely rub. So make sure it's put on the right way. That's a picture to show you guys. Okay guys, got everything on the bottom good to go, put back together. And the customer made a last minute decision, which I'm kind of really like. Decided to get rid of this old stock WRX shift knob and went with the suede Momo to kind of tie into the factory Momo stuff. But I like it. So we're going to put everything back together, get this thing put on, and take it for a spin. Okay guys, I'd like to call this one complete. Nothing left to do but go drive it. But I can already tell this is in neutral. very positive shift, and this is in gear. I don't know if you remember how far we could travel in gear before, but totally different positive shift. That's what it feels like now compared to before. I'd like to call this one done, and another happy customer. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.